I set a gorgeous photo of my online girlfriend as my phone's wallpaper. Right on cue, my roommate glanced over and immediately recognized her as a famous A-list actress. He sneered, calling me a pathetic copycat, claiming I was even imitating his taste in celebrities. Later, during a live broadcast, the host asked the actress to make a call to the person pinned to the top of her WhatsApp. My roommate, a die-hard fan who shipped her with his famous cousin, was practically vibrating with excitement. A moment later, my phone rang. The actress's gentle voice purred from the speaker. "Babe, are you asleep yet?" I froze. My roommate froze. The good news, I had a girlfriend. The bad news, it was an online relationship, and we'd never met. All I knew was that she was always busy and had a voice that could melt steel. Whenever I asked for a photo, she'd dodge the question. After a while, I started to suspect she might not be conventionally attractive. I figured, God gave her a voice like that. He probably wasn't generous enough to give her a matching face. So, I tried to reassure her. "Don't worry, just send a picture. I fell for your personality, not your looks." After a lot of coaxing, she finally gave in. A moment later, a photo appeared on my screen. It didn't show her face, but the slender figure and a pair of impossibly long legs under the soft lighting were enough to steal my breath away. But I didn't believe it was really her. It was probably a picture she'd pulled off the internet. Online dating was so unreliable. Almost immediately, my phone blew up with messages. "Babe, why aren't you responding? Hello? Where did you go? I sent the picture. Why are you ignoring me? You don't believe me, do you?" I sent back a skeptical emoji, then typed, "Look, I'm not the most online person, but even I can spot a random internet pic. You don't have to lie to me, unless you send one with your face and legs in the same shot." A few seconds later, a new photo arrived. It was an artistic, shadowy shot of those same long legs, but this time, it included her face, partially obscured but unmistakably her. It was accompanied by a message, "Still don't believe me? You should have just said you wanted to see this." I was a grown man, but my face flushed crimson. I finally believed her. I had somehow managed to land a 5 feet 10 inches bombshell with a sexy voice. Giddy with excitement, I picked my favorite photo and set it as my phone's wallpaper. Just as I was admiring my girlfriend's stunning looks, my two roommates came back. The door slammed against the wall. "Isn't that my queen, Aria Vance?" Julian, who always seemed to have a problem with me, said in his usual snarky tone. I blinked, confused for a second about who he was talking about. I figured he wasn't speaking to me, but then he said my name. "Leo, didn't you say you weren't into celebrities?" "I'm not." "So what?" "That's hilarious. Then why is a picture of Aria Vance your wallpaper? Everyone knows she's the actress I've been obsessed with forever." "Sorry, I didn't know. That's a picture of my girlfriend. Is there a problem?" The moment the words left my mouth, Julian burst out laughing. "Don't make me die of laughter. You're even copying my celebrity crush now? How could Aria Vance possibly be your girlfriend? You're delusional. Her fans would tear you apart online if they heard you say that." I didn't bother arguing with him. He could believe what he wanted, but sure enough, a few minutes later, I was the star of Julian's Instagram story. The caption read, "You guys won't believe this. Some people are just so desperate. First, he copies my outfits, and now he's trying to copy my favorite actress. I can't." You never know what kind of weirdo roommate you'll end up with. The comments were filled with girls comforting him and a few mocking me. Julian's family was loaded, and he was a minor influencer known for his fashion posts. He was also a bit flamboyant and would sometimes film videos in our dorm. We had a neutral roommate relationship until I accidentally wore similar outfits to him a few times. He started posting vague, passive-aggressive stories about a copycat in the dorm. It was annoying, but I ignored it. The clothes were from my mom, an independent fashion designer who often gave me samples. Julian hadn't called me out directly, so I didn't want to waste energy on the drama. We mostly just coexisted in silence. But seeing my wallpaper seemed to have flipped a switch. Even though I wasn't into celebrity culture, I wasn't naive enough to think a major star would be in an online relationship. Curiosity got the better of me, so I looked up Aria Vance. It was definitely the woman from the photos. She was an actress with the face of an idol, and her height and figure put other stars to shame. She had recently shot to A-list status after playing an Ice Queen character in a blockbuster film. Crucially, her voice was identical to my girlfriend's, but in interviews, she came across as polite but extremely reserved and cool, a beautiful but distant face. She seemed nothing like the girl who would flirt and act cute with me online. I figured my online girlfriend just had a similar voice and was using it to impersonate her. I was too gullible. I had almost been scammed. I thought about it and decided against just ghosting her. I wanted a clean break. I sent her a message, "We should stop talking. Let's break up and delete each other." She replied almost instantly, "Why, babe? We were fine yesterday. I'm not breaking up with you. You're not honest. Why did you use a celebrity's pictures to lie to me?" "I didn't lie to you, babe. I am Aria Vance. If you don't believe me, I can video call you." Since she was the one who offered to video chat, I didn't refuse. "Fine, call me now." But then she backtracked. "Can I call you tonight?" "It's not a good time right now, babe. I'm still on set. I'll call you when I'm free tonight." "Okay, fine. You call me tonight." I wanted to see what kind of trick she'd pull. That evening, when Julian got back to the dorm, he strode over to me with an arrogant look. "Hey, you. Send me the original file of that Aria Vance wallpaper. I've been searching online all day and can't find it." I almost laughed. "Aren't you her biggest fan? Why are you asking me for the picture? Don't ask so many questions. Just send it to me. Or do you want me to expose your weird behavior on my main account and make you go viral? It won't be just a little story on my private Instagram then." I just said, "Oh, go for it." Seeing that I was unfazed, Julian seethed. He was probably used to me ignoring him and thought I was a pushover. Hilarious. It's not like my family can't afford to get a trending topic taken down. Just then, my online girlfriend messaged me, "Sweetheart, watch my live stream tonight at 8 p.m. "Live stream?" I asked, confused. "Yeah, you don't believe me, right? Watch it tonight, and you'll see." At that moment, Julian announced loudly to the dorm, "Guys, Aria Vance is doing a live stream at 8. This is huge. She almost never does these. It's to promote her new movie. She's finally doing it." I opened the live stream on my laptop. Julian shot a sly look in my direction and deliberately made a loud noise. "What? Are you going to copy me and watch the live stream too?" His friend Kevin chimed in. "Seriously, man? Are you just going to copy him forever?" I said flatly, "Do you own the internet? Mind your own business." My other roommate, Maya, stood up for me. "Can you two just stop? The live stream isn't exclusively for you. Why do you care if Leo watches it?" The broadcast began. When Aria Vance appeared, the comments flew by so fast they were a blur. I'd never seen so many creative ways to compliment someone. The first part of the Q&A was mostly about her movie. The personal questions came later. The host asked her, "Can you share your WhatsApp screen name with us?" Aria replied with just 2 words. "Strawberry Lover." Oh my god, it really was her. That was my online girlfriend's screen name. My WhatsApp name was just a strawberry emoji because I love strawberries. Her name used to be a single period, but she changed it to Strawberry Lover, insisting it was a matching name for me. The host was taken aback for a second, then smiled. "Can you tell us if there's a special meaning behind that?" Aria paused, then a small smile graced her lips as if remembering something. "No special meaning. I just like strawberries." The comments went insane. My queen smiled. Someone willed that smile onto her face. As my mind was reeling, Julian suddenly shouted, "This has to be love. I'm shipping this so hard." Didn't my cousin, Caleb Thorne, say in an interview that he loves strawberries? I'd heard the name Caleb Thorne before. He was the celebrity actor cousin Julian was always bragging about. He had co-starred with Aria in 2 movies, and Julian used him as social currency in the dorm. I tried to tune him out, but I always caught a few sentences. Kevin sounded puzzled. "No way. They were a couple in the movie, but you think they're for real in real life?" Of course. Why else would Aria be smiling like that? She must have been thinking of my cousin. "This is so sweet." Julian was grinning from ear to ear. He shot a sidelong glance at me. "Speaking of which, this reminds me of someone's delusions from a few days ago." Kevin added, "Totally. Only a handsome guy like Caleb Thorne could ever be worthy of an A-lister like Aria." I tuned out their voices, still lost in the surreal feeling that the girl I'd been talking to for months was a massive celebrity. My thoughts were interrupted by my phone ringing. A video call from Strawberry Lover. I felt a surge of nerves as I grabbed my headphones and stepped out of the dorm to answer. The same face that had been cool and distant in front of millions of viewers on the live stream was now up close on my phone screen, her expression 100 times softer. "Babe, did you watch the live stream?" "I did." "So, you weren't lying to me. So, are we still breaking up?" "No, no, never. I rushed to say. I just never imagined a huge star like you would be in an online relationship. She smiled sweetly. Humph, acting is just my job. It doesn't stop me from liking you. We had met during the pandemic lockdown. I was stuck at home, bored out of my mind, and my best friend dragged me into playing Call of Duty. I got matched with Arya in one of those games. My friend always complained about how bad I was, but Arya never did. Even though she was a girl, she was amazing at the game. She always protected me, like I was her little brother. That, combined with her killer voice, made me develop a crush. Soon, we were ditching my friend to play duos, just the two of us, winning matches and chatting for hours. We clicked, and eventually, we became a couple. Thinking back on it now, it still feels unbelievable. By the way, she said, the matching phone cases I bought for us arrived today. Don't forget to put yours on. I will. As we were about to hang up, she insisted I give her a kiss goodbye. I just said I'd do it when we met in person and quickly ended the call. When I got back to the dorm, my roommate Maya teased me. What's with that huge smile? Were you on the phone with your girlfriend? I nodded, smiling. Over on the other side of the room, Julian and Kevin were whispering. Birds of a feather flock together. A nerd's girlfriend is probably another nerd. I smirked and shot back. No wonder you two get along so well. You're both trash. Maya chimed in. Julian, can you stop being so mean? With Leo's looks, his girlfriend is probably gorgeous. Julian scoffed. Oh yeah? Then let's see a picture of this girlfriend. Let us see what level of gorgeous we're talking about. I just pointed to the Arya Vance poster on Julian's desk. See for yourself. It's right there on your desk. I kept the picture as my wallpaper. In fact, I went out and bought a big poster of Arya and put it on the blank wall above my desk. It was nice to look at. Every time Julian walked by, he would huff and mutter copycat under his breath. On top of that, he made a habit of loudly talking about all the proof that Arya and his cousin Caleb were a couple. Did you guys see Arya's latest Instagram post? She took a mirror selfie with her phone. She never does that. You know why? It's to show everyone her new phone case. It's because she and my cousin have matching ones. The fans in the shipping groups are going crazy over it. I saw the picture he was talking about. It was the phone case I had bought for her. It looked like she was actually using it. Julian continued. And did you see the news? Arya rented out an entire strawberry farm in upstate New York. Everyone in the industry knows my cousin is obsessed with strawberries. And guess what? He's flying to New York to film a show. You get what I'm saying, right? I suddenly remembered complaining to Arya a few nights ago about how ridiculously expensive strawberries were. I couldn't believe she had actually gone and rented a whole farm. Kevin spoke up. So, if your cousin and the actress get married, can I score an invitation to the wedding? Of course, I'll take you, Julian boasted. And if a certain someone was willing to send me that original photo, I might even consider him. He shot another look in my direction. I completely ignored him. That night, Arya video called me. On the screen, she was wearing a black dress and a black face mask, looking like she was walking outside. Babe, did you just finish work? I did, babe. I called you as soon as I wrapped. Don't rush to call me. Go home, take a shower, and get some sleep. I knew how insane her work schedule was. Just as I said that, she suddenly flipped the camera to show her surroundings. Babe, look where I am. It was the plaza right outside my dorm building. She had come to my university. I didn't even bother to change out of my slippers as I bolted downstairs. There, standing in the shadows, was a slender figure. The distant lamplight reflected like tiny stars in her beautiful eyes. I ran over, feeling both ecstatic and a little awkward. The moment I stood in front of her, she launched herself into my arms, burying her face in my chest. A warm, clean scent filled my senses, making me feel incredibly at ease. She laughed shyly. What's wrong? Can't even recognize your own girlfriend? You're wearing a mask. I had to be sure. It would be pretty awkward if I hugged the wrong person. Then take it off for me. I gently pulled down her mask. A face so beautiful it seemed otherworldly appeared before me, her bright, sparkling eyes dazzling. Babe, did you miss me? Of course, I missed you. My wall is covered with your posters. I sat down on a nearby bench and pulled her forward. She sat down on my lap, looking down at me with a playful, proud expression. This is what you get for trying to break up with me so rashly. Don't you ever do that again. You hear me?